Torta is a Spanish, Italian, and Portuguese word with a wide array of culinary meanings. Flatbread, it originated in different regional variants of flatbread, of which the torta de gazpacho and torta senci +or-a are still surviving in certain areas of central Spain. Tortas are also mentioned in Leviticus 24:5-9, in the Spanish translation of the Bible. Presently, however, the word torta is also applied to different kinds of bread and pastry products according to the region. Historically, the difference between torta and bread was its round and flat shape, as well as the absence of yeast in its preparation. The well-known word tortilla, used mainly in Mexico, means a small torta, while tortada means big torta. In most regions, a torta was traditionally considered an inferior form of bread, as the well-known Spanish aphorism expresses. In turn, in Mexico a variation says, a falta de pan, tortillas. Torta frita is a fried flatbread eaten in Uruguay and Argentina. Sweet cake. Nowadays, in Spain and various countries of Latin America, the word torta, in a very common usage, is for sweet cakes, such as a wedding or birthday cake. This meaning is also present in other European languages. For example, the Italian torta, German torti or French tart. Torta de helado is a typical pastry from Sobreb, Aragon, Spain. The Italian torta is differentiated from crostata by the filling. A crostata has an inconsistent chunky filling, whereas a torta has a consistent filling made of blended ingredients. Mexican sandwich. In Mexico, a torta is a kind of sandwich, served on an oblong 15 cm firm, crusty white sandwich roll. Depending on the region, this is called a bolillo, telera, birote, or pan franca. Copyright S. Tortas can be eaten cold or hot, and grilled or toasted in a press in the same manner as a Cuban sandwich. Garnishes such as avocado, chili pepper, tomato, and onion are common. The dish is popular throughout Mexico, and is also available anywhere with a large number of Mexican immigrants. In northern Mexico, the torta is very frequently called lunch by influence of the English lunch, as it may be eaten during lunch break. The sandwich is normally named according to its main ingredient: torta de llama cubed en, ham-filled torta, torta de aguacate, avocado-filled torta, torta de adobada, adobo meat-filled torta, torta de helado, scrambled eggs-filled torta, torta de milanesa, milanesa meat-filled torta, tortope, chicken soup-filled torta, although, the torta ahogada of Guadalajara is so called, because it is smothered in a red sauce. Different fillings are available and they may be mixed to create an original torta. Due to the practicality of being hand-carried, tortas are sold at massive events, such as football matches, parades, and outdoor concerts, but they are also available for breakfast, lunch, or dinner at dedicated establishments or sold as street food by food carts. In Mexico, the sweet cake is normally referred to as pastel, which is also used in other parts of Latin America with this meaning. Origin. The origin of the torta is unclear, but some claim it sprouted in Puebla due to Spanish-French interaction. Telleras were inspired by French baguettes. Omelettes. Huevo en torta is a small fried mixture of scrambled eggs. Philippines. In the Philippines, particularly among northern and Tagalog-speaking provinces and islands, torta refers to a kind of omelette made with eggs or eggplant, ground meat, and sometimes minced onion and potato. In Visayas and Mindanao, torta refers to a native porous sponge cake delicacy that resembles a large cupcake with butter, sugar, and/or cheese on top, traditionally served with chocolate for afternoon snack or merienda. Traditional recipes vary from family to family, often from town to town, but the ingredients basically consist of flour, egg yolks, milk, fresh coconut sap as sweetener, lard as shortening, and a bit of salt. The mixture is poured into small tin trays lined with Japanese paper that are brushed with margarine or butter and then slow baked in a stone oven heated with burning wood or coconut husks. It differs from the torta mamon, or mamon, which is a mini sponge cake made of white egg yolks and baked sweet using refined white cane sugar or puto mamon. Origin. Torta was a work of Spanish influence in the Philippines. The Spanish are fond of using garlic, onion, and tomato, all of which can be used in torta. Variations equals. Tortas can be served any time during the day. There are many variations on Filipino tortas, such as tortang giniling, an omelette with ground meat and sota copyright-ed vegetables. Tortang gulay, an omelette with peppers, mushrooms, onion, and garlic. Tortang talong, an eggplant fritter. Italian pastry crust. Some falsely believe that an Italian crust torta is a combination of layered cheeses and tomatoes to be spread onto bread. Italian torta is a pie similar to quiche and served as a brunch item. However, torta is different than quiche as the crust is mostly made of cheese, not egg. The crust can also be made from pizza dough. Ingredients vary as there are many variations of this torta. Traditional Italian torta usually includes ricotta cheese, parmesan, parsley, and onion. There are also variations that contain meat and some that are completely vegetarian. These vegetarian tortas sometimes contain artichokes and spices for flavor. This torta is made in a springform pan instead of a traditional pie pan. Gallery. See also, arepa, tortilla, migas, pupusa, sopaipilla, torta de gazpacho, torta del queso, a cheese made from sheep's milk in Extremadura, Spain. Torti, list of sandwiches, food portal. References. External links, Torta de pan viaggio, a per milk sodo 29 2 y pan sin levadura, y tortas sin levadura.